Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So today we're going to be talking shit about King of Avalon. No big surprise there. I do this all the time. But the difference is that I think I found something better. I mean, crack is crack, but I'd rather have crack not laced with fentanyl or whatever this is. Maybe it's dog poop. But yeah. So hopefully you guys can laugh off my tone, which is mostly sarcastic and a-hole-ish. So here we go. I kind of like Warpath. This is an April Fool's joke. So the April Fool's joke was Diesel was joining and I'm quitting. I'm not quitting. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not quitting. I'm still going to help Yo. I'm still going to basically terrorize King of Avalon. So you guys aren't getting rid of me that easy. However, for anybody who is kind of like on the edge of quitting, let me give you a little pushover. Because I'm making a list of reasons why Warpath is better than King of Shitalon. And so I guess that's why you're watching this video. Here we go. So to start things off, you spend hours and hours and hours to like rally some bullshit wall and you get 44k wood. These are the kind of rewards that you want from a game after spending hours of your time. I mean, I didn't spend hours of my time, but I know some of you guys did. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, just this game is just stupid and jank and it's got really shit rewards. So I guess that's number one. So I mean, if you don't play the game for rewards or meaningful uses of time, well, let's go down some other things. So if you are in King of Avalon, you can build billions of power and you can be basically invincible. Essentially invincible, right? You put on war gear, you spend every month, you're going to be basically invincible. In Warpath, 4 or 5 times free players, ballpark, can actually give a spender a run for his money. I posted a video on it. It was kind of interesting. Okay, it's early in the game still. I mean, I could probably end up being like 30 million power and, 3 or 4 or 5 or even 10 free players probably have no chance against me. But there is a point at where they're just going to golem you. I don't know where that is, and I think it's relative to how much you spend and stuff like that. But at some point, none of those little bastards can get you. King of Avalon, that's just simply not the case. I mean, you make enough people angry in King of Avalon, it's just like, nah, good luck with that. $2 million later, my castle is still standing, and you're just basically zeroed, trying to hit my walls or something. I don't know, whatever. But there's that point. So I think that's number 2. Number 3, you've got infinite teleports in King of Avalon. You can just jump around all day, just smash people and stuff like that. There's really, it's not a strategic element at all. It's just basically unlimited moving around, and that's that. Warpath, you get 4. And everything else, you have to truck there. And by truck there, I mean you basically click a relocate button and literally your base turns into a transformer truck and you have to slow ass go somewhere. It takes an hour. So if you want to chase somebody or attack them, yeah, you have to plan it because you get 2 teleports a day and you can max out at 4. So, you get I don't know. Anyway, point being, you have to actually plan and strategize things. So you can't just willy-nilly just teleport all over the place because, well, yeah, it's a limited resource. So that's number 3. Number 4, alliance boosts are actually useful. I'm sorry, Yo, but yeah, I'm gonna out you on this. Let's see here, benefit detail. I'm so sorry, but 100% more cavalry attack. Oh my God, what would I ever do without it? Oh no, this is just junk. I mean, compared to what we get for, buying stuff, 100% cavalry attack is basically noise. You're looking at a 1% impact, maybe something like that. I don't know, whatever. It's just bullshit. It's nearly a complete waste of time. And okay, yeah, it adds up. But generally speaking, this boost isn't shit. Waste of time. So let's call that number 3, number 4. I don't know, whatever. Next one, and this one is a really fun one. The cost in Warpath, I would say, is about 1/10 that of King of Avalon. Seriously, 1/10. King of Avalon, you spend like $10,000 and you ain't a nobody. You ain't shit. Like, get out of here, go home. You are a friggin' loser, right? You spend $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 in Warpath, and you're like, people are flipping out. They're just like, oh my God, something, something, something. And 4 years ago in King of Avalon, I remember those times. So, like, if you want to travel back in time 4 years to when, like, spending like $1,000 or $2,000 actually had meaning, yeah, you might want to consider Warpath. Because, well, it's not like super crazy yet. It may go in that direction. I can't make promises for the future. I may eat these words. Yeah, it may not, like, it didn't age well, whatever. But as it is today, like, that amount spent equates out to way better value. So, and I consider that entertainment. So in terms of entertainment, there you go. So that's 0.45. I'm losing track. I didn't write this down. It's all off the cuff. Okay, so next one. Upgrading troops requires planning and strategy. I should switch over to Warpath in order to really show this point. But in King of Avalon, upgrading from tier 12 to tier 13 is just basically any idiot can do it, and there is nothing to it. You just collect the resources, you get the badges, which you probably bought, and you push the button. That's it. There's nothing more to it. In Warpath, your troops, it's a progressive upgrade. So you can be like T12.1, T12.2, T12.3, T12.4, something like that. So as you slowly, incrementally improve your troops, you increase the tier level, right? And then as you increase the tier level, you get additional bonuses. The whole system feels a lot better to me. I don't know. Maybe you guys like the idiot, proof T12, T13 hard division. In my mind, I would rather have someone who's a T7.8 and almost a T8 than that hard line between 7 and 8 and nothing else in between. And also the way that it progresses, it's you actually improve your troops and therefore they rank up. So it'd be like attaching a good hero to that troop and having it be like a T12. So it just kind of makes more sense. That's just me. Next point. War requires strategy, skill, and a team. Oh my God. Oh my God. You can't just be like one guy, like just smashing around. Again, refer to my other video. Like, one dude is not necessarily going to be like the way to go in this game. Warpath. So like in King of Avalon, one guy can just like bully everybody. It's like, one guy is it, and like everybody else is basically, you guys are gonna eat poo. And just, that's that. Warpath, not the case. You need to have a team. You can't be a socially inept fruitcake in Warpath. Well, you probably can. Jeez, what am I saying? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, point being, strategy, skill, and team. You need all three. Okay. So, some things that I'm unsure about because it hasn't happened. Oh, and in Warpath, my first KVK is coming up in a week. I'm kind of excited about it. I don't know if you guys are excited about it. You probably don't you're more interested in King of Avalon content. So I've got 2 KVKs coming up. One in King of Avalon on Sunday, and I need to check the date on the other one. But anyway, I'm fighting Miami. So, it's Miami, bitch. Anyway, so, yeah. There we go. Warpath is a little bit different in another aspect, too. So in King of Avalon, you just want to rob shit and kill people, right? Warpath, it's not really about killing people. It's more about conquering territory. So like if you die in Warpath, your troops die, which isn't a good thing. But you don't lose any resources. There's no bubble and there's no farms. So you don't have to worry about Chinese bot farming. There's no Chinese in the game. They can't bot farm, so they don't play. They can't cheat, so they're just like not there. I guess they just don't like, fair games-ish. Whatever. So, there's no Chinese there. That's another good thing. That's just a side note on that. But yeah, there's no farming either. I mean, you can farm with your own house and your, 4 or 5 marches or whatever it is. And that's cool, but, it's not going to be, it's just, so. But yeah, Warpath is more about, like, conquering territory. instead of like jacking and robbing people. So obviously conquering territories is sometimes about, murking people, but whatever, your choice. Warpath, there's no unlimited troops. Basically, your barracks can hold a certain amount of troops, and that's that. And then those die, then you have a reserve amount. And when you go through that reserve amount, and this replenishes over time, yeah, you're basically done. You're dead in the water. So if you have no teleports, no troops, and no reserve, you're just gonna get randomly ported to somewhere and be sitting there, not with a whole lot to do. And so it's effectively zeroed, but your troops are going to automatically replenish because of a reserve. It's just going to take time. But yeah, there's no unlimited troops. You can't build unlimited power. So yeah. Technically, you can have paper power in Warpath, but paper power isn't going to help you in actual combat. I'll go over that in a couple of minutes. Troop upgrades are progressive. The event structure, they've got like gold event all day long. So like if you need to do upgrades, you can just like hold them for a few hours until the next gold event. You just pop it and just it works. So they've got troop recruiting, they've got gold event, they've got, just the basic stuff that you would get from like a week-long bullshit for King of Avalon. They stuff it into a daily cycle of about every 4 hours. And you get pretty okay rewards for not really doing a whole heck of a lot. It's like, oh my God, I did one upgrade and I got like 3,000 gold. And that gold is actually useful. You can, use it for other things. So, I mean, like a dedicated player who's like really dedicated could actually go in there and like, conquer some stuff. I really should be switching over to Warpath to kind of show some of these other points, but there's 2 more points. And this one, these are like the I'm saving the best for last type situation. So if you watch to the end, here's the cookie. VIP 16, which isn't listed. So if you open Warpath and you look at the game, you can see up to VIP 15. But in the latest updated, they added VIP 16 to 20, but they're hidden. So you have to get to VIP 15 first, and then you can see them. But here's the deal. You can go on the internet, you can look it up. VIP 16 has city transfer. So it's a rare item that you need in order to basically move your city. The ballpark cost of getting there is about $5,000 spent. But if you play King of Avalon and you're a spender, $5,000 is like friggin' toilet. I mean, you lost it in the seat cushions. It was gone a long time ago. So imagine having just spent in King of Avalon. Okay, I'm not talking about spending $5,000 to transfer. I'm just, generally spending to get your VIP level up to 16. And then you can get for a reasonable amount of money, I don't know, some amount of gold, a basically migration. You don't like Kingdom 134? Okay, great. Just migrate somewhere else. It's that simple. Oops. So time to get back to Warpath. But yeah, it's just basically that simple. So you get to VIP 16 and you can see, transfer cities. Wow, amazing concept. And there's another way that you could transfer them too. So inside each city is like a terminal to like basically go somewhere else. And if you control it, I guess you can move somewhere else. So yeah, I mean, like even a free player can like escape the wrath of me, which is going to bring up a question for something in the near future. Kind of pin that and remember it. Yeah. So we've covered, you can basically kingdom migrate when you want to, if you're like a spender. We covered some other things. There's gold floating around the map. Like if you're a free player, you can just like scan the map and just like pick up gold. Like, it couldn't get any more stupid easy for you guys. There was another point I think I was forgetting. So the kingdom migration, the VIP, the good rewards. Oh, the chat system. The chat system has actual emojis. You can upload videos. You can upload like audio text. You have actual emojis you can use, like a full keyboard with, that actually works, not just like janky Chinese keyboard. Yes, I mean, like the social isn't perfect. I mean, there's a little bit of bugs. I think that it's because they've been advertising so much and so many people are joining that they're having some growing pains. But yeah, I mean, for me it works. For other people, some of them bitch and complain. But whatever. Yeah, there's actual social in it. And this is one of the aspects that, you know, I think actually keeps keeping King of Avalon together is the social. Like, oh my God, I don't want to leave me and my friends. And I mean, you know, hey, I get that. So now you have a place to go. And don't cry to me when you're like, you know, King of Avalon is so expensive, or so and so zeroed me, or someone something. You know, that's what. So, thank you so much for watching this. Hopefully, you guys don't mind the basically static image. I should have made like a chart, some spreadsheets or something. That would have been more funny. But yeah, we'll just call this like a podcast episode. So there we go. That's why I'm playing Warpath. If you don't watch it, that's totally up to you. I respect that. But I think you should give it a chance because I'm going to be posting some what I consider to be epic battle content where there's like 20 or 30 people on each side and we're just friggin' going at it. And to me, that's a whole hell of a lot interesting than just like one guy just burning gold in Firelands. So yeah, I mean, if you just want to see me just like literally clicking money down the drain, you know, that's cool. But otherwise, you know, I'm kind of interested in the actual gameplay strategy element for things. So we'll see who wins. All right, love you guys. That's it. Bye-bye for now.